This is a story that is nearly 2,000 years old and tells us about the birth of Jesus. There was a prophecy that the Son of God would be born to the world. He would bring peace and joy to all mankind. This is the Christmas story. Our story starts 2,000 years ago in Galilee, in a little town called Nazareth, with a girl called Mary. Mary was a young girl that was betrothed to a carpenter named Joseph and would be married soon. She was just an ordinary Jewish girl. That's right, she was just an ordinary Jewish girl until
What on earth are you doing in my bed sheets? I've only just finished ironing them.
The Lord is with you.
The Lord is with me. What would he want with me? Have I done something wrong? Just because I've accidentally gave that man the wrong directions? King of Galilee.
Don't be fair, Mary. You're being chosen by God.
I've been chosen by God. What does he want me to do?
And you're being chosen by God to be more than his son.
He wants me to what?
Mary protested she couldn't give birth to God's son, for she was already betrothed to Joseph. Then Angel Gabriel assured her that she was chosen a long time ago, before she was born. She was chosen for her love of God. It was all in God's plan. It was after learning this, Mary decided it must be done. Oh my goodness! Have you any idea what just happened here? In the space of 5 minutes, the bed sheets went from being nicely ironed to becoming creased. An angel appeared, and Mary has been told that she will give birth to the Son of God. And it's all serious in this that if people don't believe that she'll be pregnant with the Son of God before she's married, then she could be disgraced. In Mary's time, giving birth before you were married was seen as sin. Who knows what might happen to her? She might lose her reputation and her husband, but she must do it. It's because of this determination, strength and willingness to obey God that she was chosen to be Jesus' mother. Those who can only be trusted a little bit will be given small responsibilities. Those who can only be trusted a lot will be given great responsibilities. God must have really trusted her. Imagine that much responsibility at such a young age. Next, it was Joseph had a visit from a lovely angel.
Joseph, take Mary as your wife. Don't be afraid. She's giving birth to your son. He will be Son of God. You will to call him Jesus, because he will save people from their sins.
I can't leave Mary. I must do what angel says and take Mary for my wife.
During this time, the land was ruled by the Romans, who were very powerful rulers and had their own gods. The ruler of the empire was a man named Caesar Augustus. He planned to tax everyone at the rate of raising money for himself and the Roman Empire. He issued a decree.
Every man has to return to his own town, where he will be counted. Then we will know how many men are in my empire. Then we will tax him!
I'm glad we got to live in this sixth form. Much more spiceless than back on the donkey boom.
I know.
up to Bethlehem, are we?
Yes, please, mate.
I can see Bethlehem in the distance.
You're right. You definitely wouldn't see it after donkey's ears. I think I see a robins up ahead. Is there any room? It's no place here. Sling it up. Is there any room?
I know here, mate.
Is there any room? It's no room here. It's room at Crest.
The inns weren't full because it was Christmas, of course. Christmas didn't even exist yet. This was to be the time of the very first Christmas. The reason that everywhere in Bethlehem was full was because of the decree that Caesar Augustus had issued, and many people had returned to Bethlehem. There was also a prophecy that said out of Bethlehem the Lord of Israel would come. So it was important that Jesus was born in Bethlehem for the prophecy to come true. Luckily for them, Joseph and Mary did manage to find somewhere safe. There was only some wish wool round the back of the house with a straw floor where the animals slept. They were lucky to find a space in Bethlehem.
How many shooting stars have you seen tonight? I've counted 6.
Kick!
Lord of Bethlehem. Today in Bethlehem, the Lord has been born. So God has to go find him. We're back in the banquet in the manger.
We must go. Let it go.
The shepherds weren't the only ones to have heard of Messiah's birth. There was a Roman who ruled over all of Judah, and his name was King Herod. The Romans had even dubbed him as King of the Jews. Herod was a ruthless man who would do whatever he could to keep his power as king. King Herod soon summoned 3 wise men from across the land. His wish was that these wise and noble men find the baby Jesus and report back with the young king's whereabouts. The wise men had every intention of finding Jesus, though they never considered fulfilling the promise of informing the evil king.
Is there any room?
There's always room at Quest. Do come in.
There's the star. We should be there soon.
Mary, Joseph, and the baby Jesus received gifts from the 3 wise men. The first wise man gifted the young Lord a basket of crafts and games. The second wise man gave the baby Jesus the most delectable present, a voucher which enticed him to one Scottish meal at Quest. The third wise man, well, let me tell you, was a master of Christmas wrapping. Hear it!
Merry, Merry Christmas, I'm on a quest. This time of year is surely the best. Dressed in my new socks, jumper and vest. Join us at Christmas and be our guest. Years up and down, snakes and ladders. Forget about it all, the tins up and banners. Oh yeah, we got presents, food and crackers. Good times and cheer, all that matters.
Ho ho ho, ho 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 ho. Merry Christmas from all at Quest.
I'm sure that'll come in useful, won't we?
Jesus was born in Bethlehem, just like the prophecy said. The wise men and the shepherds found out about the birth and came to give their praise along with gifts. Joseph, along with bearing the baby Jesus, traveled to Egypt far away from the evil clutches of King Herod. Jesus would return home once the king had died, fulfilling the ancient prophecy that foretold the Lord's Son would come out of Egypt. And that is the story of the very first Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Take it away, guys!
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's tidings we bring to you and your King. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas.